Hello and welcome to Looking at the Markets. I'm coming back to give everybody a warning. Don't fall for it. Don't get hoodwinked. Don't get tricked. Don't get bamboozled by this whole meme stock mania. It's driving me crazy. People have such short attention spans. Don't you remember, and maybe not you in particular, but don't people remember what happened? Yes, in 2021, when interest rates were lower, much lower than they are now, and borrowing costs were low, and it felt like SPACs. Remember those SPAC stocks and all kinds of startups that weren't even profitable? Those stocks were getting sent to the moon, and the next thing you know, there's this groundswell of support on social media, on Reddit, for GameStop stock and AMC stock, and these are companies that didn't have the best fundamentals, the best financials, but the stocks went way up in 2021, especially in the beginning of 2021, and people who got tricked, they got hoodwinked, they got bamboozled, and they bought near the top, and then they lost a lot of money. Look at what happened to AMC stock. Look at what happened to GameStop stock in most of late 2021, the last half of 2021. Look what happened to those stocks in 2022 and in 2023 and in most of 2024 so far. They went generally down, down, down. And now this is happening again. I've been trying to warn people like crazy. I wrote an article that got published on Tuesday. I'm going to show it to you in a few seconds or in a minute, and I want you to pay attention. This is the tweet. It's on X or Twitter, whatever it's called nowadays, from Roaring Kitty. It didn't even have any text on it. Look at this. Excuse me. The 27.1 million views as I'm posting this video, and it's just somebody sitting forward with in their chair with a game controller, I guess. And the next thing you know, GameStop stock and AMC stock and the other meme stocks from 2021, they all went up and up and up. And sure, if you happened to get, if you were really lucky and just had great timing, I guess you could have made a lot of money if you happened to get in at the right time and happened to get out at the right time. But most of us are not in the know of what's happening on Reddit. We're not in the inner circle, and so we don't know what the next meme stock is going to be. The vast majority of us, I don't know how you could possibly guess that. And this just caused it to blow up. But things that, what goes up must come down, especially if the fundamentals and the financials are not there. And so I tried to warn people. This is from valuewalk.com. It's an article that I wrote, and it was published on Tuesday of last week. And I tried to warn people that buying and holding these stocks, no guarantees. I don't know what's going to happen. Nobody does, but it's, in my opinion, not a great idea. You have to make your own decisions, do your own due diligence. It's your money, your decisions. But this is what I wrote on ValueWalk. If the company's financials had been relevant, then the short squeeze traders ought to have picked more promising companies to focus on. For example, GameStop's fourth quarter net revenue decreased. It went down a lot to $1.794 billion versus $2.226 billion in the year earlier quarter. On a percentage basis, that's a sizable drop there in revenue. It's not a good sign. Furthermore, the retailers, talking about GameStop's cash and cash equivalents, this is their capital position, declined from $1.139 billion as of January 28, 2023 to $927.1 million. Let me repeat that. Went from billion to million as of February 3rd, 2024. Then I talked about AMC Entertainment's fundamentals. The company owed roughly $4.5 billion with a B, in long-term debt as of December 31, 2023. Moreover, AMC Entertainment's revenue declined slightly from $954.4 million in the first quarter of 2023 to $951.4 million in the first quarter of 2024, so revenue's going down. Additionally, the company recently disclosed its sale of 72.5 million AMC shares to raise new equity capital. To me, that's not necessarily a good sign if a company has to sell millions, tens of millions of their shares to raise money. What does that tell you? Does that tell you they're very healthy financially? That's not what it tells me. And also thereby raising the issue of share price dilution. Yeah, maybe the people who already owned AMC shares weren't too happy when the company decided to sell so many millions of them. So I provided that warning on Tuesday. It is now the end of the day on Friday. Let's see what's going on. Well, this is Yahoo Finance. GameStop stock tanks on move to issue shares. Well, isn't that interesting? I just talked about AMC Entertainment selling so many shares, and now look at this. GameStop tanks. This is on Friday on move to issue shares and a quarterly preliminary results. I saw them. I read them. Sales decline. That's according to GameStop's preliminary quarterly results. I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but GameStop stock sank as much as 30% on Friday after the company filed to sell 45 million new shares. This sounds like a pattern or a common theme here. And released preliminary financial results. Let's see what the quarterly results were. GameStop expects sales to be in the range of $872 million to $892 million in its fiscal first quarter, down. We're seeing another theme here: declining revenues, down from $1.24 billion, again going from billions to just millions in the same period a year quarter. And this is way below expectations. Wall Street had expected revenue of just over $1 billion for the quarter, according to data from Bloomberg. And let's take a look at, here it is, even going down after hours as I'm recording this video, still going down. And there is the chart for GameStop stock. Not looking so great, okay? Just behaving normally as a stock typically would, and then up. And you had to be really lucky, just very lucky, to get in at the right time and get out at the right time, because you know how quickly the market responds, okay? There was this Roaring Kitty X or Twitter posting, and then this thing just shot up so quickly that by the time you found out about it and caught wind of what's happening, you were probably buying near the top if you decided to buy, and then down, down, down. And just a repeat of, gee, let's see what happened in 2021, early 2021, January, and then from there, yeah, there were pops along the way, but down throughout the rest, generally down throughout the rest of 2021, down in 2022, down in 2023, and early 2024 until this meme stock pop. I don't trust it. Obviously, how can you trust it after it's already coming down, down, down? So what is there left in the move anyway? Yes, it could go up after I post this video. Does that make me wrong? I don't know. I just don't trust it. That's all. I don't see a good risk to reward balance here. Say I could show you with AMC stock or whatever. You get the idea. I believe in, this is just me personally, looking at fundamentally sound companies, promising companies. You want to check their financials like I just did. So I gave out the warning on Tuesday. Hopefully some people listened to it and read it and responded accordingly. I know it may be too late for some people as I'm posting this video, but maybe you can learn a lesson or just stay out of this. If you're thinking, well, I'm going to buy this stock or that stock on the dip, I would just say be cautious, or do what you want to do. I cannot tell you what to do, what not to do, but this is not something that I personally get involved in. I've done well for myself, and I didn't need to rely on stocks that went up just because of a tweet without any text in it, even just a picture. That's all it took. To me, that was not sustainable, and as we can see, it was not sustainable for the most part. So this is looking at the markets. I hope this message reaches you in a timely manner, and I hope you'll get a takeaway from this that great companies are what you should be looking at. Hopefully I'll be able to put out another video soon with some companies that I'm looking at and that maybe you should look at as well. Okay, I don't want to tell you just not what not to look at, but also I want to tell you what you might want to look at. All right, I don't want to be just negative. I want to be positive as well. So thank you so much for watching this video. I will talk to you again soon.